Along a dirt road near the front line, a reconnaissance drone captures 3 soldiers walking together. At first glance, nothing seems unusual, but the one in front moves differently: calm, precise, deliberate, unknown to the others. He is a Ukrainian operative in disguise. When they reach a crossroads, the 2 trailing soldiers let their guard down. In that instant, the Ukrainian turns, raises his weapon, and neutralizes both targets before they can react. The scene illustrates how infiltration tactics and close-range deception continue to play a subtle, yet decisive role in modern warfare. On an empty field, a Russian soldier sprints across the open ground as an FPV drone locks onto him from above. The first dive misses, sending dirt into the air. He keeps running, trying to break line of sight, but the drone readjusts and closes in again. The second strike connects, ending the chase in seconds. In an open field, a Russian soldier spots an approaching FPV drone and tries to knock it down with his bare hands. The impact sends it tumbling to the ground, seemingly disabled. Cautiously, he steps closer to inspect it. A moment later, the device detonates, neutralizing the position. A lone Russian soldier emerges from a patch of trees, holding what appears to be an anti-tank mine. He walks cautiously along a dirt road, possibly searching for a place to set it. After several minutes, he stops beneath a concrete pillar to rest. Overhead, a Ukrainian FPV drone locks onto his position and begins its descent. Within seconds, the strike connects, neutralizing the threat. The scene reflects how surveillance integration and real-time precision allow Ukraine's drone operators to intercept isolated threats before they can act. Along a desolate stretch of coastline near the front line, a lone Russian soldier walks slowly, his steps heavy after what appears to be a failed retreat. The wind carries the faint hum of an FPV drone closing in from the horizon. Suddenly, it appears in front of him, hovering just above the sand. The soldier stumbles backward, disoriented and afraid. The drone advances, locking onto its target and neutralizing the position with precision. This moment captures how drone warfare combines patience, timing, and psychological pressure to dominate the battlefield. Near a riverbank, hidden beneath a small cluster of trees, a Russian soldier sits motionless, trying to remain unseen. The air is still. He hopes the drone circling above has passed, but behind him, another FPV unit quietly changes direction, lowering its altitude. The drone closes in from the rear and neutralizes the position. Across a desolate field, a lone Russian soldier stops beside the fallen body of a comrade, exhausted and hungry. He searches the backpack for food, finding only a bottle of water. His movements slow, his guard fading. Nearby, an FPV drone begins its silent approach, tracking every shift in the air. The soldier sits, unaware of the threat closing in. When the drone reaches striking distance, it descends and neutralizes the position with calculated precision. This sequence reflects how exhaustion, hunger, and inattention can turn survival instincts into fatal mistakes on the battlefield. Across an open patch of land littered with wrecked tanks and armored vehicles, 2 Russian soldiers are seen running in panic. They dive beneath the chassis of a disabled vehicle, hoping it will provide cover. Overhead, an FPV drone tracks their every move. Without hesitation, it descends and strikes the vehicle directly, neutralizing the position with precision. The scene highlights how drones exploit predictable human instincts, turning temporary shelter into a fatal trap on the modern battlefield. Near the ruins of a deserted neighborhood, a Russian soldier rides a small electric vehicle along a dirt road, unaware he is being watched from above. The FPV drone silently tracks his movement, maintaining distance and waiting for the right moment. As the soldier slows down near a turn, the drone accelerates from behind, locking onto its target, striking with precision. Captured through the lens of a reconnaissance drone, 2 Russian soldiers struggle beside a motorcycle on a dirt road. One is wounded and clings desperately to the vehicle, refusing to let go. The other hesitates, torn between loyalty and survival. After several attempts, he forces his comrade's grip free, starts the engine, and drives away alone. The scene reflects the silent, human cost of modern warfare, where survival often demands choices no soldier should ever face. FPV drone operators detected unusual movement near a barren tree line. 2 Russian soldiers emerged, unaware they were already being watched. One drone silently launched. The soldiers kept walking, still searching for cover. Moments later, the first drone spotted one soldier hiding beneath thick bushes. It dove without hesitation. The strike was immediate. A second drone approached the area, targeting the second soldier near another bush. The hit missed. He panicked and fled into a shallow trench. The third drone was deployed. It tracked the final location, descended low, and delivered the finishing blow. All targets neutralized. Hidden near a small bush on open terrain, a Russian sniper waits in silence, his rifle aimed toward the horizon. From above, a Ukrainian FPV drone detects the faint outline of his position. The operator confirms the target, adjusts altitude, and moves in without warning. Within seconds, the drone closes distance and neutralizes the sniper with precise execution. This encounter underscores the growing challenge of concealment in modern warfare, where even the most skilled marksman can no longer hide from aerial eyes. Across an open field near the front line, a group of Russian soldiers attempts to cross under sparse cover. Their formation is loose, their movement exposed. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone spots them first, quickly relaying coordinates to an FPV strike unit. Moments later, a drone races toward the group, locking onto the lead soldier. He tries to react, lifting his weapon too late. The impact is precise, ending the advance before it begins. This engagement highlights the decisive advantage of aerial surveillance and rapid response in today's electronic battlefield. On an open field near the front line, two Russian soldiers walk side by side, carrying a fuel container between them. Their pace is steady but exposed. Overhead, an FPV drone locks onto the lead soldier. He notices the incoming threat and raises his weapon, firing in desperation. The shots miss. Within seconds, the drone adjusts course and strikes, neutralizing the position. Along a dirt road near Pokrovsk, wrecked tanks and armored vehicles mark the aftermath of failed Russian advances. A Ukrainian FPV drone patrols overhead, detecting a small convoy of Russian motorcycles and buggies. Moving toward friendly positions, the operators act instantly. As the drones descend, the riders jump off their vehicles and scatter, trying to escape across the open terrain. One drone locks on, striking near the lead buggy, forcing the entire formation to halt. Within seconds, the counterattack is stopped before it begins. This engagement showcases how rapid FPV response can dismantle mechanized threats before they reach the front line. He walked alone, but he wasn't alone. In the Sumy region, Ukrainian FPV operators tracked a lone Russian soldier crossing an empty road. He moved into a thick bush, removed his jacket under the heat, then shifted to another bush, still unaware. Above him, the drone followed, low and quiet. When he finally noticed, panic set in. He dove face down into the grass, motionless. The drone hovered, then descended. He never moved again. Even stillness cannot escape a drone that already knows where you are. Across a dry grass field near the front line, surveillance footage from a Ukrainian drone captures a faint silhouette moving along the ridgeline. The figure appears cautious, scanning the ground ahead. A reconnaissance patrol? Likely enemy. Within seconds, an FPV strike drone is deployed. It advances low, locking onto the target with quiet precision. When identification is confirmed, the drone accelerates, closing in swiftly and neutralizing the position. Donetsk sector. Ukrainian FPV operators from the 14th UAV Brigade scanned an empty road under the burning sun. A lone Russian soldier staggered forward. He stopped under a tree, lowering his gear. The drone hovered low. It locked. It closed in. The strike came from behind. The soldier never moved again. The afternoon ended in silence.